Okay.
Hi guys, my name is Andy, and for those of you who don't know what documentary is about, it's about gaming, and the angle I'll be looking into is the social effects that it can have. I'm challenging the idea of that by playing games, it can affect your social life. I'm exploring the different kind of side effects gaming can have on you, and if you consistently play it all the time. I'm investigating what about gaming it is that causes these effects. I'm proving how playing games can have side effects on your social life, such as not interacting with your friends or family as much as you would if you wouldn't be playing these games. I'll be doing this by breaking the documentary down into different segments to give it a better structure. My angle on this will be looking at the social effects gaming can have on your social life. The topic of this documentary is about gaming. There are many angles I could cover, but I feel that the social effects will be the best one. And the unique selling point of my idea is that it is relevant to my target audience, as more and more teenagers these days are like playing video games, and with technology, video games are improving, so the video games become more addictive. My documentary will explore the debates about gaming and the social effects it can have on somebody, such as if it stops people from going out or interacting with their mates. I intend to give both sides an equal amount of coverage. For example, I'll be doing this by interviewing somebody whose social life has been affected by gaming, and be interviewing a game producer to get both sides of the point. For my documentary, I'll be split into different segments, and what I'll be doing is I'll be presenting my point from my bedroom, and then I'll be moving it onto a different clip to give to interviewing someone. So basically, an example, the first segment will be me in my bedroom introducing gaming and how it has developed over recent years, and then throughout the segments it will include stuff like archive footage, Fox Pops, and then I'll be having interviews with expert people such as a game producer, and then people who play game as like a day-to-day basis, or someone who's been affected by this gaming by the social life. The age group of my target audience is 16 to 24-year-olds. It will be aimed at both male and females. The location will be within the United Kingdom, and the interests will be people who are interested in gaming. The ambitions will be having a future career in gaming, and the employment status will be, my target audience will be in education. Will have some sort of, and some will be working out of education and will have a job. The disposable income will be quite low, as they will be living with their parents. The ethnicity of my documentary will be all ethnicities, so it doesn't leave a certain religion out. Opinions will be gaming has an effect on people. The existing media consumption and favourite media text will be researching gaming and watching the Gadget Show. The socio-economic status will be C2 to E, as my target audience will be either working or be in education. It will be mainstream, as my documentary is aimed at students. It will be informed about how long hours of gameplay can affect their social life. The primary research and focus group. In this focus group I set out to find which one of my proposals would appeal to my target audience the most. I examined both the audience and the context. The method was suited to the research because it gave me more valuable feedback. The research obtained was qualitative research. For the primary research, a questionnaire was conducted to get a better insight into my target audience. The feedback from my questionnaire showed that there was a space in the current industry for my documentary, and that there was a wide range of appeal. There was secondary research, which was internet research, that I did. It gave me more knowledge on the 3 ideas I had, and gave me more insight on which of my topics I would do. I also obtained statistics and expert opinions, which gave me qualitative and quantitative research. And the 3 key findings I found out were archive footage, expert opinions, and I found several things through the internet research which would help me in my documentary by improving the style, making it seem more professional. Also, for secondary research, there was textual analysis. I compared my documentary to similar documentaries about gaming, and from the comparison I found both positives and negatives things to include, such as different camera angles and different shot types. Different types of equipment I'll need for the production will be the microphone, a camera, a tripod, and a boom microphone. The equipment I'll need for post-production will be things like Lightroom, Final Cut Pro, and the iMac. The crew members I'll need will be a presenter, a soundman, and a sound operator. And the crew will be my cousin, me, and my sister. The different people that will play my documentary will be my cousin, my sister, my friend called Billy, and my other friend called Gertie. The types of locations which my documentary will be shot at will be Chadwell Heath Academy, the game producer company which I'm still waiting to get an email from, and the bedroom where I'll be recording different points. I'll be using archive footage, and we'll find this over internet sites such as YouTube. I will need permission to use these archive footages, as if I don't, this could be copyrighted and they could file a complaint against my documentary. For legal and regulatory considerations, the truth and accuracy, when I talk about the facts and figures, I'll need to make sure that they're from a reliable source, as they may be from a false from the internet. I'll also need to make sure that they are balanced and not give a biased opinion. Privacy will affect my work, as I will need to respect my target audience privacy and not infringe it. I will need to make sure private information will not be brought up to the public domain. Impartiality and diversity of opinion. I will need to get as many opinions as possible for the pros and cons in order to get a balanced view. I will need to make sure that my documentary addresses my target audience, as it needs to inform, educate and entertain them. Harm and offence will affect my work in a way that I will need to make sure that my target audience is protected from vulnerable offence. An example would be if there was a racist person in my interview, any racist comments will not be shown. For media or defamation, I'll need to portray everyone who is involved in my documentary fairly, as I don't want to focus on somebody who has been affected by gaming too much, because they may be offended. Copyright could also affect my work, as if I use archive footage without the owner's permission, they could sue me and take me to court. Content of court is my documentary is not based around legal proceedings, so this point of law should not affect me. Privacy and confidence. I will need to make sure everyone who is directly involved in my documentary gives me their full permission. Even people who are indirectly involved will have to give me their permissions to protect their right to privacy. For Ofcom law, there will not be any reconstructions taking place in my documentary, but I will still need to make sure no one is falsely portrayed. Dealing with contributors, everyone involved in my documentary will give me permission to allow their input. For criminality, my documentary will not contain any criminality. For potentially offensive material, I will not have any potentially offensive material in my documentary, as this will limit the target audience to an older audience. My documentary will inform the audience by using facts and figures, such as the average game hours played by a gamer compared to someone who plays games casually in their spare time. But the audience will be educated on the effects gaming has on their social life, and the audience will be entertained by the usage of relevant images, upbeat music to keep the tempo of the documentary, and interviews with game producers and gamers, and relevant archive footage. I'm aiming to present my documentary at a time 7:30 to 8 PM. There's competition with the show Strictly Come Dancing at my selected time. Another rival is X Factor, as it attracts a lot of people, including my target audience, which is 16 to 24-year-olds. But now that has finished, around February time, and so hopefully my target audience will be drawn into my documentary. Commercial viability of the market. The three different documentaries I looked into, which are similar to mine. For the first one, this documentary aimed at a similar target audience as mine. The concept of it is the same, however, the people are all gamers and not of any age, whereas my target audience is 16 to 24-year-olds. I will be adding more archive footage, music, and making it more upbeat. This documentary doesn't look too much into how social lives are affected. The second documentary I looked into was how a little boy was affected by gaming and how he just didn't interact with anyone. This documentary gives us more information on the effects gaming can have on your social life.